Good afternoon, volleyball fans. Welcome once again to the Paco Arena here in Manila for another thrilling day of UAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball. Today it's a showdown on your screens between Ronnie Milian and the rest of the Nazareth School of National University Bullpups and Prince Jimenez on your screens and the rest of the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons. Again, welcome to the UAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball. Strength and motion, hope in action for our games today. It's not yet finished. The NUNS Bullpups against the UPIS Fighting Maroons this 1 p.m. followed by our last game, the USC Junior Golden Spikers against the Ateneo Blue Eagles later at 3 p.m. Again, it's your Sunday quadruple header here for UAAP. Alexis Tinsaya at your service. We've got an exciting afternoon of volleyball ahead, so stay tuned. Now, let's take a look at our standings as well here. Really exciting. We'll also see Elmerson Lejano of NUNS really step it up for his squad. Now, on the other side of the court, we also have UPIS. That's really strong swings getting warmed up here at the Paco Arena. We're here in Manila. Sometimes we are at the Blue Eagle Gym, but now we're going to have some thrilling showdown here at the heart of the city of Manila. Now, on the other side of the court, we have Marco Bamba of UPIS. Really, these two key players ready to lead their squads in this crucial mid-season clash. Now, take a look at the team standings. 5-0 at the top, at the pedestal. We have Nuns Bullpups, followed by FEUD Baby Tams at 5-1. Now with the UE Junior Warriors with a 4-2, UST with a 3-2, Adamson Baby Falcons with a 3-3, DLSC with 2-4, and with no win yet to their name, UPIS and Ateneo, who would want to be so hungry to get on the win column today and change the tides and put it in their favor. Now, two teams really hungry for momentum. Every set counts here in this pivotal stretch of the tournament. Stay tuned right here on the Pilipinas Live app. We'll be right back.
For this match, first referee Jason Magat. Second referee Rolly Casilian. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Nazareth School of National University Bullpups. Let's start with our opposite hitter, number 6, Drex Ragusta. Milbucker, number 10, Ronnie Milian. Outside hitter, number 12, Gil Biscocho. Another outside hitter, number 15, Mason Leano. Setter their team captain at number 16, Brown Crespo. Milbucker, number 19, Dave Maghanoy. Starting libero at number 17, Andre Teniega. Head coach of the Bullpups, Edgar Baroga. Now let's meet the starters of the University of the Philippines Integrated School Junior Fighting Maroons. Let's start with our outside hitter, number 2, Justin Osayan. Opposite hitter, number 5, Arif Gamon. Setter, number 6, Marcus Bamba. Milbucker and their team captain at number 14, Manfred Rosete. Milbucker and number 15, Julia Pinga. Outside hitter, number 20, Prince Jimenez. Starting libero at number 9, Joven Mendoza. Head coach of the Junior Fighting Maroons, Hans Joacuco.
And on your screens, we're live at the Paco Arena, Manila for NUNS Bupups. We have Ragusta, Maghanoy, Lejano, Biscocho, Milian, Crespo, and their libero, Deniega, under coach Edgar Baroca. Again, the lone undefeated team here in the UAP Season 88 High School. And now on the other side of the court for UPIS, we have Gamon, Husayan, Pinga, Jimenez, Rosete, Bamba, and Mendoza. A little bit of a switch up here in the starters for Coach Hans Chuakuko. Now, all right, everything's set here at the Paco Arena. Both squads are on the court, and we are ready to get this match started as set one is underway. We have Bamba having the first service here for UPIS. Now, let's not forget, NUNS actually outlasted Far Eastern University Diliman 23-25, 25-23, 25-23, 18-15 at the Ateneo Blue Eagle Gym last Sunday, surviving that five-setter. And that's going to be a free first point to NU. Now Lejano will be serving for the white shirts. Lejano with 15 points last match against FEUD. Great serve. Combination play. And that's going to work for UPIS. Now with a crucial win, the Bullpups last season silver medalists extended their win column. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, UPIS lost to a 3 straight set sweep against UST last Sunday. And with that off the block, Gamon gets that point for UPIS. I believe these are just one of the few games where he started for Coach Hans. Usually it's two Bambas inside the court together with Husayan and Jimenez. But a bit of a switch up here. Probably good news here for Coach Hans. You can see here early on at the start of the set, the Fighting Maroons are also being aggressive on their side of the court, but let's not forget they are headed up against the silver medalists last season who hasn't had a loss for this season 88. Now we have Maganoy ready to serve on deck here for NU. Bamba pops it up. Chance here from the pipe. NU to counter. Biscocho. Good defense there by Justine. Long rally ahead. Good set number one. Gamon tries to joust it. Another counter that's going to work off the block. Ragusta. Sandrex, 25 crazy points. Massive points for a high school player against FEUD last game. We have Christian Dave Maganoy serving 6 points against FEU. Lejano pops it up for Sandrex yet again. That's going to be back-to-back points here for the double digiter of Coach Edgar. Bamba pops it up for Jimenez. Will it be a second attempt? Now for Gamon. That's going to be a violation. 4 touches on UPI's side. That's going to be a free point for the white shirts. If you've noticed, it hasn't been that speedy, but thanks to the errors of UPIS, NUNS has a head start here. Baba will choose Gamon again. That's going to be a miss attack. Let's see if this will be speedy for the team with a 5-0, or will UPIS, as usual, fight in the name of the Fighting Maroons and give the silver medalists a difficult time today at the Paco Arena. Again, Husayan from the pipe. That's going to sail through the net. That's going to be 3 consecutive errors on the side of UPIS. Another 4-touch violation. Maghanoy cruising on the service line. It's a 4-0 run here for NUNS. Bamba to Prince. Oh, and we have a player down as of the moment. Thankfully, he can walk it out. Fortunately, he's walking it out. But he's talking to the line ref as to how he fell right by the line. We believe it came from the landing right before he attacked. He's brushing it off. Adrenaline is keeping him here inside the court. Jimenez still wincing a bit in pain, but the game continues for him, for the UPIS Fighting Maroons. Now from the pipe, that's gonna be saved. Pop it up over to the other side. Another chance here for NU. And that's gonna be Ronnie Milian in the name of 18 points against FUD. We see Jimenez just brushing it off, continuing his play here for Coach Hans. And that's going to be unsavable for Mendoza. That's going to be a service ace for NU. We have Sandrex Ragusta ready to serve for NU. Bamba high set here for Gamon. And that's going to be savable. Good save by Lejano. Another chance here for UP. Combination play. Better landing there. More careful on the side of Prince. Up and above. Good save there by Husayan. Another chance. And that's not going to work for Jimenez. Good attempts though here for Prince. Fighting Maroons still fighting here, even with a 7-point deficit. Again, if you just tuned in, we're live here at the Paco Arena for your UAP Season 88 Boys Action. Galmon to the other side. Up! And there you go again for Biscocho. Right there in zone number 2 on the side of UPIS. Bit of coverage more needed, but let's not forget Husayan is at the back covering for the Fighting Maroons. That's going to be a misserve. That's going to be a good freebie for UPIS. Good serve. Pop it up to Biscocho again. We'll have Gamon have a side facial. That's going to be a point for NUNS. Big cushion right here. 11 serving 4 with NUNS on top. Good cover. Another chance for Lejano. That's just a few inches of the corner pocket. Lack of wrist action there. Could have gotten that fire. Oh. And that 1-2 play, that's going to work for Crespo. Right on the line. Efficient when it's needed. We have Milian again on deck here for the white shirts. 13 serving 5. Bamba to Gamon, that's going to be way too powerful. It's going to sail through the net. Coach Hands by the sidelines, guiding the Fighting Maroons. Strong serves by Ronnie Milian. Attempted 1-2 play there by team captain. Lejano again for the kill. And that's going to go way out. And these unforced errors aiding UPIS to bounce back. We have Villanueva inside the court for service. Seeing first time action here for Coach Hans. Oseta taking a back seat. Indeed, that is a good serve. Oh, and that's going to be a solid kill block by Pinga. We haven't seen him activated since this singular point. If Bamba can make use of him, some things are gonna go in their favor more. That's also going to work for NU. That's gonna be a violation on the side of UPIS. Big deficit here. 8 points above for NUNS here in set number 1. That's a golden service ace for the Bullpups. Targeting the corner pocket. Now unstoppable even in service. Will Crespo get another ace? Let's watch this. Husayan popping it over to the other side. A chance here for NU again. Power upon power. Let's not forget they also have Maghanoy in their cards for NU. $17 serving 7 here for UAAP. Jump serve. Oh, and that's going to be a second service ace for this set 1. That will lead Coach Hands to a timeout to recalibrate the Fighting Maroons. We're back inside the Paco Arena, Manila for your afternoon game. And don't worry, we have another game up next as well. Bamba to Justin Husayan off the block. Alam natin napakahusay nitong player na to for UPIS and also for Coach Hans. Has been delivering great outputs here ever since the start of this season, but hasn't yet taken a win home. Again, it's not going to be a solo flight here for UPIS. Everybody's got to put their hands for this squad. Biggest lead yet, 19 serving 8. Chance here for Gamon. And 2 towers saying no here on the side of NU. No other 20th marker nearing to seal set number 1 here at the Paco Arena. We have Elmerson Lejano on deck again. And that was too late for Husayan. We have Vergusta out. We have Dice in. Double substitution, Crespo out. And Basay also seeing first time action here for Coach Edgar Baroga. Again, let's not forget Elmerson Lejano scored back-to-back points off the blocker's hands, putting NU at match point last match against FEUD. Bamba one hand set, and that's going to be a miscommunications here. Tuloy-tuloy on the side of UPIS. They're going to need to recalibrate if they would want to halt the NUNS. into grappling set number 1 this easy and this speedy. 22 serving 8. Tamba popping it up for Husayan again. That's gonna work off the block, off the hands of Maghanoy. Gonna need more action here from Justine Husayan. Top scorer usually here for Coach Hands. Up, back set. Ball is kept in play. Prince puts it to the other side. Back set again. Prince tries. It's gonna be a no-go here. That towering block of Dais, who's just seeing first minutes here for Coach Edgar. Effective right away from the bench. Now we have Christian Dave Maghanoy still on deck here, 23, serving 9. Bamba put it up. Husayan from the pipe. It's a pass. Chance here for Biscotcho again. That's going to be a solid block point for Gamon on the side of UPIS. More towers here needed for UPIS. Again, they've been proactive also on their side. 2 subs back in. Darren out. Manfred in. Being out. And we'll have Zachary Job Escalao do the service here for UPIS. 10 serving, 23 for set number 1 here for UAAP. And that's going to be way out, leading the Nuns to get their very first set point here at the Paco Arena. Quick minutes here, and they're taking care of it. Will this be the last play? We'll find out in just a few. Dice already with 2 points. And it's not yet for NU. Positive fighting spirit here still present for UPIS. 11 serving 24. Good joust there by Rosete. Will this be the final point? Not yet. Back-to-back points here for UPIS. And there you have it. Sealing the game. We have Jero Ezekiel Biscotcho with 11 points. Last match against FEUD. And take a look at the scores. 25-12 in favor of Nuns. We'll be back with set 2 action here at the Paco Arena when we return here on the Pilipinas Live app. Back inside the Paco Arena, Manila, let's take a look at the set 1 statistics. 25-12 in favor of the Nuns. 9 attacks compared to 6 of UPIS. 4 blocks for NUNS compared to 1. And of course, they had 2 service aces. And UPIS gave away 10 free points in comparison to NUNS's 5. Again, all fired up. 25-12 in favor of the Nuns. Bullpups with Biscotcho and Lijano leading the squad of NU against the counter attempts of Jimenez and Gamon for UPIS. We are all set for set 2 action here at the Paco Arena, Manila. Leading scorers, we have Crespo at 5 points and Husayan at 3 points. Again, Crespo has also been the go-to here for NU, but actually, team captain, he was also the player of the game last match against FEUD. 21 excellent sets last match with 3 excellent digs and 2 blocks, orchestrating the Bull Pups offense. Now set 2 is underway. Let's see if there has been big in-game adjustments here for UPIS, if they would want to halt and score an upset here against the Bull Pups. In the name of Gamon and Husayan, Tuliao. Strong attempt there from Basay. We have a different shuffling of cards here for Coach Edgar Baroga. Putting it over to the other side. That's going to be unsavable. A dive there by Usayan. So if you see the other side of the court, we have Tuliao being the playmaker of Coach Edgar Baroga. Now for the wings, we have Olarte. And we also have Carlo Reyes. These players, they didn't see action for their match last game in the Blue Eagle Gym against UST. Maybe this is a chance for them to also show what they've got here on the side of NUNS and see if they're working well within the system of Coach Hans. Indeed, they actually are, but that's going to be a point for UPIS, tied at 1 apiece. Again, we have Basay, Tuliao, and Dais for NU. That's going to sail way out. Too strong there for Justin Husayan. That's going to be a free point to NUNS. Let's not forget they gave away 10 free points last set 1, 10 on forced errors in comparison to NU's 5. Bamba will choose Jimenez. Saved by their libero, Tuliao popping it over. That's going to be way too strong for Basay from the pipe. We have Julio Maripinga serving for UP. Tuliao to Dais. And that's going to be an easy point for him. Crespo a while ago at 5 points. Dais already with 3. Tied 3 apiece. Dais on deck. Combination play there for Gamon. It's not going to work. That's going to be a free point for NU. Al-Rakib Dais serving here for NU. Pop it up for Jimenez. That's going to be a missed joust. Tuliao. 1-2 plays. Exchange here. Chance for Gamon cross court. And that's a good attempt, but it's a no-go. That's going to be back-to-back points there for NUNS. Now it still dies. Bamba putting it up for Husaya! Getting that corner pocket. We'll need more of these from Justin Husayan. He's really a threat to the big teams when it comes to his highly targeted attacks. Tuliao now. Good save there by Justin. Ball is kept in play. And that's going to sail through the net. That's going to be another misattack by Basay on the side of NUNS. Now the game is tied at 5 points. We have Gamon serving for UPIS. Tuliao to Olarte, blocked by Jimenez. Another chance here, second attempt. And it's going to work for John Dave Olarte for his first point here for NU. With one set tied to their name already, will they get this second set? We'll find out with a few more plays. It's the beginning of set number 2. Bit of a scramble on the side of UPIS. And that's going to be a solid block by Ronnie Milian for NU. Olarte again with a singular point here for Coach Edgar Baroga. He's still on deck here for NU. 7 serving 5. Good serve. Bamba will choose Jimenez. Tuliao, combination play. Soft touch from the pipe. And that ball was not checked. That's going to go out. Good attempt from Husayan. Explosive at that for UPIS. Again, smaller deficits here. It's just a 3-point game, 8 serving 5. And that's going to go way out. That's going to be another point for UPIS, cutting the lead down to 2. That's going to be a good serve. Combination play again. Fires it away. It's a no-go. That's going to be 3 straight points for UPIS. Now, it's just a 1-point game. Closer game ever than set number 1, which had one of the biggest leads, up to 11 points. And we see it here. Ronnie Milian brings that home for NU. Maybe one of the more seasoned players here. But the bench here for Coach Edgar Baroga is also indeed doing their best in all effort to contain UPIS. But they've given away at least more than 4 free points here for UPIS. Now we have Manfred Rosete serving for UPIS. Saved by Rosete. Chance here for Husayan. Popped up. Another chance here for Basay. Bamba to Justin. Big rally here. And that's going to be the second rally that will be ended by Ronnie Milian on the side of the Nuns. Let's not forget 18 points, double digits last game against FEU for Ronnie Milian. That's going to be NU's point. $11 serving 8 with the Nuns on top. Bamba. Another chance here. UPIS to counter. Binga brings that home for UPIS. Cutting the lead to 2 points. Bamba serving. That's going to be out. That's going to be a free point for the Nuns. for their last match in the Blue Eagle Gym against University of Santo Tomas. We have Prince Jimenez at 8 points against UST for UPIS, followed by Marco Ellis Bamba at 6 points and Justin Husayan at 4 points. But the scores were 7-25, 19-25, and 10-25, all in favor of UST. Let's see if they can bounce back here. 13 serving 9. NU still on top. Power attacks here, contained by NU Olarte. Putting it over to the other side. Mendoza popping it up for Gamon again. Tuliao sets it up. Easy activation of the middles. Contained. Justin has been thoroughly stopped here by the blockers of NU. They'll have to find other ways creatively to get through the other side of the court. That's going to be a service ace. That's going to be 3 service aces for the entirety of this match. Very impactful on the side of NU. It's going to be 15 serving 9. Cushions getting larger here. Chance again. Powerful attacks by Jimenez, but that ball won't be checked down the line. For Basay, that's going to be a point for UPIS. Now it's just going to be a 5-point game. Justin Husayan will sail that through the net. That's going to be another exchange of freebies. 16 serving 10. 6 points on top here for the white shirts. Bamba to Jimenez. Quick, soft touch for Carlo Reyes. Reyes has been efficient with his soft touches since a while ago. Doesn't have to go all out here. 4-point production. Combination play. It's going to work finally for UPIS. Again, they have these great plays stored within them. All they have to do is to juice it out against the top dogs here in UAAP. Still a 6-point game. We have Escalo again serving for UPIS. Most probably their service specialist. Tuliao setting it up for Reyes. That's going to be a point for UPIS. 4 touches on the side of NU. We have Escalo serving in from way back in the Paco Arena. That's going to be a point for UPIS. They got to fix the rotation here on the side of NU. That's going to serve way out. Point going to get canceled. 18 serving 13. Dais will be the one serving for NU. And that's going to go out of the line. Lack of wrist action there for Dosete. Dai still on deck. Bamba will choose Jimenez. Basay saves the ball. Tuliao passes it over to the other side. Bamba to Jimenez again! And that's going to be unsavable on the side of Basay. Great zone targeting there for UPIS. They get that point. We have James Arif Gamon serving for UP. Combination play again, targeting the corner pocket as well. Carlo Reyes has been efficient here for this set number 2. Has been the most productive player here on the side of NU. Now on their 20th marker. Now we have Olarte taking a back seat. We have Favila seeing first time action here. Let's take a look at where his serve will go for NU. Rosetta playing setter to Jimenez. Didn't even catch that ball. He knew it was going to be out. Now on their 21st marker, nearing set number 2 as well for the Nuns. How can UPIS contain them? We'll watch it here in these last few plays. Bamba will choose Jimenez. Favila to Tuliao. And they get it. Favila serving. Bamba. This is going to be a chance for the Nuns. Good attempt of a joust there. Tuliao again. Cross court. Saved by Husayan. Jimenez for the counter. Blocked. Chance ball. And that's a floor touch on that attempted pancake save. "23 serving 14. We have Favila again, seeing first time action in the latter minutes of set 2, serving for NU. Bamba will choose Jimenez for that power attack. It's a no-go. Another chance here for Prince. Targeting. Almost the line. That's going to be UPIS's point, halting Nuns to get some set number 2. It's still not yet for the white shirts, as Prince Jimenez has the hot hands for UP. Oh, and that's going to be unsavable for Mendoza. The Nuns already here at set point for set number 2. Will this be the last and final play for our second set here at the Paco Arena, Manila? We'll find out here. Who will Bamba choose? It will be Justin. Fabula saves up the play. Basay. Second attempt for Tuliao, targeting that donut hole in the middle, sealing the game in our set number 2 here at 25 points. What a thrilling set 2 finish. Take a look at our UAAP Season 88 boys volleyball scores. Set 1, 25 to 12. Set 2, 25 to 15. Both in favor of the Nuns. Will this be another sweep and victory for the top dogs, or will UPIS fight back for set 3? We'll be back here on the Pilipinas Live app. Back here at the Paco Arena at the heart of the city of Manila, we have our possible final set. If the UPIS Fighting Maroons won't change the tides of the game, we had Reyes, Milian, Basay, and Tuliao heat NU side of the court. But on UPIS, it's still the persistence and the never-ending passion of Justine Husayan and Prince Jimenez at the helm of their player Bamba, who's serving here for set number 3 as it is underway. And Ragusta takes the first point here for the Nuns for set number 3. Again, if you've just tuned in, we have another match ahead as well. But as of the moment, it's UPIS trying to change the tides and is eager and hungry to take a first win column against our top dogs with no losses yet, NUNS. Justine Husayan getting his first point here for UPIS. We're both tied at 1. That's going to be a free point. Dave Maganoy serving. Chance here. And it's going to be unsavable for Justin. Ragusta getting his second point for this set. Dave Maganoy is still serving. That's going to sail right through the net. That's going to be a free point for UP. Now we have Julio Marie. Pinga serving. Chance here for Biscocho. Ball is kept in play. Bamba to Prince. Biscocho again, cross court. Playmaker Bamba gets a facial from that strong attack. Agusta serving. That's going to be a service ace. 4 service aces already here in the name of NU. They have been practicing their services really well. Combination play. It's going to be a no-go, and that's going to be a solid kill block for Ronnie Milian. (6-2) with 2 sets tied to the name of the Nuns. We have Sandrex Ragusta on deck again for NU. Bamba will choose Husayan from the pipe. What a save there by Diniega. That's going to be UPIS's point. Now we have Gamon serving. Chance here, and that's going to be a free point. Lifting violation on the side of UPIS. Again, they had 10 unforced errors back in set number 2. They would want to minimize that if they would want to extend this to a set number 4. It's just a 4-point game now. Jero Ezekiel Biscocho serving for NU. And that's going to sail through the net. That's going to be another free point for UP. 2 service errors already here. Prince Jimenez with 8 points last match against UST. Joust. That's going to be another free point for That's three service. That's three unforced errors, correct me, for NU. Another 1-2 play. Ball is kept up. And there you have it. Milian again just sealing it tight. Ronnie Milian, 18 points last match. Strong serve. Bamba to Sayan. That's going to be way out. Ball won't be checked here for UPIS. And that is going to be saved. Bamba will choose Justin. And finally, they get that point. Killer moves there by Lejano on the side of NU. Strong serves. Bamba will choose, sprints from the pipe. Pop it up. Lejano cross court. That's going to go way out. That's going to be a free point for UPIS. 4 errors already on the side of NU. Back set. Strong moves. Pinga wasn't able to keep it afloat. Elmerson Lejano on deck. Almost an ace. Triple tower block there to be led by Maghanoy on the side of NU. Again, even if you go to the collegiate division of NU, blocking is really their dominant strikes here. Bamba will put it up for Gamon, and that's going to go out. Lejano with 15 points last match against FEU. Jump serve, a strong one at that. Combination play, Jimenez from the pipe. It's a no-go. Combination play again here, but now it's finally going to work for Sandrex Ragusta. Top scorer here for NU with 25 points last match. Elmerson Lejano with 15 points. Bamba will choose Justin. Bit of a scramble on the side of NU. Justin again will attempt. Now it's going to be a chance for Bizcocho. Long rally ahead. Who will end this? And with a miscommunication on the side of UPIS, we have a big point cushion here again in favor of NUNS. We have Elmerson Lejano still cruising smoothly here by the service line. Bamba will choose, and that's going to be a free point. Overreach. That's going to be a free point for NUNS. 8-point deficit here with NU still on top with 2 sets to their name. Where will this serve go? Pop it up. Gamon puts it to the other side. Whoa! High strides there by Sandrex Ragusta. 4 points already this set number 3. That's going to give it away to UPIS to be now serving the ball. Science serving. Chance here for Jimenez. And nobody was there to save it. Being a late, bit of a miscommunication happening here for the players of UPIS. A bit of a scramble on their side. A 10-point cushion here in favor of NU. We have Dais again. Also a steady attacker on their side. And that's going to be back-to-back errors on the side of UPIS. The Nuns nearing to the end of this set as they are on their 19th marker. But we know that the UPIS Fighting Maroons will do everything in their power to halt them in the likes of Prince Jimenez. But that ball was saved. Biscocha putting it over to the other side. Another chance here for UP in the likes of Prince. Still a no-go. Better coverage on the side of the Fighting Maroons. Back set here, and that's going to be way out. That's going to be UP's point. Now we'll have Teren Villanueva again for serving here for UPIS. It's 9 serving 19 here at the Paco Arena. Ooh! Have a taste of that bizcocho on the side of NU. Now on their 20th point. Bizcocho serving. Bizcocho giving that point away for UPIS. And the ball game continues here at the Paco Arena. They're checking the rotation here of NU. That's why the game was just a bit halted. Ball game continues here as Gamon will serve. 10 serving 20 in favor of NUNS. And you have it, another point by Biscocho on the side of NUNS. We see on the side, Ateneo Blue Eagles also ready to go head-to-head later for their match. Jump serve, now that's going to give it away again to UPIS. Prince Jimenez serving for UP. That's going to go way out. That's going to be a free point for NUNS. Just 3 points away from sealing this entire match. Now we have Ronnie Milian also producing effectively here for Coach Edgar Baroga. Back set here to Jimenez. That's going to be a free point for NU. Overreach. NUNS with 2 sets tied under their name. 23 serving 11. Strong serve. Who will Bamba choose? It will be Jimenez. Ball is kept in play here. One-on-one battle by the net. Bamba will choose Justine again. Raised by Biscocho. Chance for Lejano. And that's gonna lead them to match point. We have Ronnie Milian again for the match point. Will this be the final play? Let's take a look here. Bamba will choose Justin, and that's gonna go to their name. Ball is checked here for Husayan, saying not yet for NU. We have Pinga back inside. Villanueva, service specialist for UPIS. Very, very crucial serve at that. Will this be the final play? Lejano puts it over to the other side. Bamba will choose Husayan, and that's going to sail out. A very costly error, and that will seal the match. What a performance from both squads. A true display of grit, teamwork, and the unbreakable UAAP spirit in our boys division matchup, adding another win to their win column. Who's the lonesome team here to have no losses? Again, we have NUNS on top. Now let's take a look at all those amazing plays. Again, before we wrap up this exciting afternoon showdown, we'll also take a look at the notable players. Let's not forget that Ragusta was also unstoppable in the first set. We had Milian for sets 2 and 3. We also had Lejano and, of course, their playmaker Crespo. And also Dice, who was also there. Again, for our scores, it's 25 to 12, 25 to 15, and 25 to 12, all in favor of NUNS. So again, the Nuns Bullpups are unstoppable, dominating all sets through. And for our player of the game who stood tall for his squad, powering through with crucial points and steady composure, We have here all smiles together with his teammates. Jerome Biscoccio, 5 points, 4 attacks, and 1 block. Congratulations to the nuns of NU Nazareth here, adding another win to their solid win column. Now, don't go away. Up next, we have more action here for UAAP Season 88 Boys Volleyball. It's going to be the USC Junior Golden Spikers against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. More action when we return here at the UAAP Season 88. We'll be back here at the Pilipinas Live App.